programs which benefit the community at large. We do have
that?
awards for our outstanding
It's quite
physicians
something,
and
isn't she?
medical people, but
She's certainly
other
not
people-
one of your Dowager
other
Ward
people
members.
that really
You
make
noticed?
this hospital the special
You always
place.
were quick, Finale.
People who donate their
She
time,
here for decoration?
people who donate their
What?
services. And now it's time for me to give you back to our Chief of Administration, Dr. Roger Coleridge.
Well, honored guests, members of the press, we've finally come to that point in the award ceremony where we actually present the award. As you know, this is the first year that we have established the Clybourne Award. And frankly, the board of directors and myself couldn't be more pleased with the recipient, Mr. Jack Finelli. And here to present that award is one of our city's most noted patrons of the arts, Ms. Devlin Kowalski.
Well, good morning. It's quite something, isn't it, to honor a man who started off his distinguished literary career when he was 12 years old by writing a poem about stickball. No, I kid you not. He won an award for it, too.
How the hell did she know that?
I was going to read off a whole list of his achievements, but fortunately for you, Mr. Finelli, I grabbed my stock report this morning instead of my speech. Well, never mind. I'm sure you're all familiar with Jack's illustrious career and know that he's a hands-on reporter. A couple of years ago, he went underground to do an expose on the mob. Now, this year, he did something really dangerous. He worked for this hospital. I mean, can you imagine a network anchor taking a hiatus from his program and emptying bedpans to get a story? Oh, seriously. The Clybourne Award is going to be given once a year for outstanding non-monetary contribution to Riverside Hospital. And I think we can all agree that this recipient is going to be a very, very hard act to follow. Please join me in congratulating Mr. Jack Finelli. And if you clap loud enough, maybe he'll recite that poem.
Excuse me, how's the patient? Any change?
No change, Dr. Ryan. It's stable.
Thanks, Dahlia.
Pat, wait up.
Oh, Maggie.
Oh, I have been looking all over for you.
You found me. What's up?
Well, I was just wondering how Dakota's doing.
Are you a friend of his?
No, but Jill is worried sick about him.
Did Jill send you over here?
Not exactly.
Then why this frantic concern?
Well, she's my sister. If the news is bad, I want to break it to her gently.
He's unconscious but stable. You know, Maggie, it seems to me this concern is coming a little late.
What do you mean?
I mean, you should have called somebody as soon as you found him. Then maybe I'd have some better news to tell you and Jill.
Pat, that's not very nice.
Well, maybe, but if Jill hadn't gotten you to call the ambulance, you might have had a dead man on your hands. Did you know Dakota was so sick?
Of course I did. When the guy broke into the house, he wouldn't let me call anybody but Jill. You've seen him, Pat. Even at half strength, you can't argue with him.
I know. Look, don't pay any attention to me. I didn't get a lot of sleep.
It's okay. You know, I just can't figure out how Jill got mixed up with him in the first place.
Well, in a way, she was lucky. She was in trouble. He took care of her.
I think it was pure chance, her running into him. You know, of all people.
What do you mean?
Nothing. It's just the whole thing is just so crazy. I mean, Jill goes off to Tennessee to find out about this bequest from your father's friend. What's her name?
Meg Smith.
Right. Meg Smith. Then she runs into this drifter. They take off together, and she almost leaves her husband. It's just so hard to believe, the whole thing. You know, I could never be as forgiving as your father and brother are being, that's for sure.
What are you getting at, Maggie?
Well, a guy takes off with Frank's wife. Then he threatens to break up your father's bar, and the next thing you know, they're holding a vigil at his bedside.
They're very caring people. What's your point?
Oh, there's no point. I was just thinking about how strange life is. And how wonderful.
Good morning, Maggie.
Hey, Meg.
Hi.
Johnny.
That's
Ma. No. What are you doing here? You called at the crack of dawn. I told you Dakota was better.
Just had to see for myself.
You gave blood yesterday. What are you doing here again?
Patrick, the day that your father can't pay a sick call to a friend, that'll be a day that you can remember.
Well, since when is Dakota Smith a friend? You know, Maggie was just asking me why this family is taking such an interest in him. I couldn't give her an answer.
You, got a minute we can go talk someplace
No,
private?
I can't leave. I'm on duty.
A cup of coffee in the cafeteria.
To hell with the coffee. I want a straight answer. Ma?
John, you can tell him. Patrick will understand.
Pat. I can't. It's too tough.
Look, I just want to know why you're so concerned about this guy.